Short Game here, coming at you with another episode from ChooseYourRelationships.com. Author of Love Can't Wait, which can be found on Amazon.com. And in this video, I'm going to talk about what women really mean when they say she don't want no man or she got a man. What's that really all about? What's the truth behind that? Because I've been hearing this shit for like forever. I mean, ever since I've been, growing up, from my teenage years all the way up to today. There's always a certain group of women in society that they have an attitude towards a man. It's not actually an attitude towards men as a whole. They have an attitude towards a specific group of men. That's what it really is. And you have to understand, there's always going to be a small percentage of women in society that's just going to rebel, that just don't want anything to do with a man. They just don't, maybe they had a bad experience. Maybe they got daddy issues. Yeah, maybe it could be, maybe they grew up in a dysfunctional family. Who knows? Yeah, I got to hear this shit. See if we share the same opinion. We might. Now, most of the time, if a woman says she don't need a man or she don't want a man, that's usually a bunch of BS. It's usually they usually be lying most of the time. Most women that I've met, and I've met a lot of women at this point in my life, they would be happy to be with a certain particular type of guy. So whenever I hear a woman says she don't want a man, or maybe she have an attitude, that's usually a bunch of BS, man. And plus, a lot of these women, they don't know how to get a man. They don't know how to do it. So that's more of she just doesn't want to be accountable for her actions, and she don't want to be accountable to a guy either. So, trust me, if these women could have a guy like today, they would take him. These same women that talk all that talking about, how, ain't enough man out here. And, come on, it's 7 billion people, probably over 8 billion people at this point on the planet, and you can't find one guy. Give me a break, So a lot of these women, they're just talking. And you know what's funny? A lot of these same women that'll talk that talk, and if the right guy shows up, they'll throw all of that talk out of the window. Now, I've seen this happen many times, So it's like most of the time, they just haven't met the right guy yet. That's usually all it is. A lot of times, a lot of these women, they gave up too early, or as soon as one thing go wrong, that sends off a red flag, at least in their mind, so they're ready to bail out. See, a lot of women have this idea of like a fantasy in their mind. See, when they think the plane is going down, if they think the plane is going to crash, they're looking to bail out. But sometimes the plane will land, and by that time, the guy that she left is already with another woman, and then she loses. This is what happens in this society. It happens all the time. As soon as if the ship is going down, these women are looking to bail out. They'll bail out even before things start really getting bad. And then the guy, he'll end up with another woman, and then he'll prosper much bigger and much better than he was before she left. And then now she's upset because he's doing much better with the new woman now. So it happens, man. It happens all the time, man. But a lot of these women, they just don't know how to get the man that they want. They don't know. They don't got the charm. They don't got the charisma. They don't know how to dress. They don't know how to speak. They don't know how to build a man up. They don't want to be nurturing. These women today don't want to be nurturing. Women today, if you say anything about nurturing a man, they'll say, "Hey, I ain't trying to be your mama." So but the thing is, the deal is, if you're a nurturing woman, and if you nurture that man, you nurture the kids, you nurture everybody in the household, you're going to win regardless. But a lot of women don't see it that way. They just, a lot of them weren't raised that way. They have a independent mentality, which that's BS too. Because there's no such thing as a self-made or independent person, because no one does anything big by themselves. Now, the average man and woman, or the common man and woman, they believe in that philosophy, but they've been tricked. That's a trick. That's a trap. When people tell you you need to be independent, they're telling you that because they know that it's a glass ceiling. You're not going to get you're not going to get that far in life trying to do everything by yourself. It's only 24 hours in a day, and it's only you. So whatever you do, you have to have a team if you want to do anything big. And it's not about you all the time. You have to double yourself. That's duplication. So I mean, I learned a lot of these concepts in business. Because in business is not so much who you are. It's really about who's around you and how many times can you duplicate yourself. And like I always said, you're only as strong as the people that you have around you. So if you got weak links around you, you need to cut bait on some of these people. So what I like is, I don't need a man as if they can stand alone, yet they surround themselves with exclusively male friends, hate or hoping to find their way into the bush. Yeah, a lot of guys do that. Yeah, most guys hang around women like satellites, because they're hoping one day that if they stick around long enough, that they'll get their chance. And I just think I'm not that type of guy, really. I'm not going to stick around a woman hoping that, one day I might get my chance to get in the panties or whatever. I don't got time for all that. But there's a lot of guys out there that's like that. And then you have women on the other side. They don't really know where they stand with these guys. They don't really know how the guy feels about them. They don't really know if the guy wants to sleep with them. You'd be surprised. Some women don't really know if the guy really likes them. They just think they treat the guy like it's her girlfriend or something like that. I mean, it sounds silly, but it happens. It's that. See, a lot of women have these so-called guy friends around them, but most, I'm not saying, and I'm not saying guys can't be friends with women. I have women as friends too, but there's a reason why they're my friend. There's a reason for that, and it, that didn't happen by chance. We actually talked about it, But the only reason why I can be friends with women is because I'm around women all the time. And I've met so many women in my lifetime. I have a lot of experience. But if you take a guy that hasn't traveled much, hasn't been around a lot of women, he can't be friends with women like that. That ain't gonna work. He's gonna find himself just lurking around women like a satellite, waiting his chance or something. Find himself in the friend zone or some shit like that. Ain't no woman's back bummer. Bro, back burner. Okay. I hear you, man. It's on their waters. I hear you, man. You know, a lot of women will use you for your time too. They'll use you for your time. If they don't have anything else to do, they'll call you up and say, "Hey, meet me at the bar." Some shit like that. So you don't want to be one of those guys, man. You know, just wasting your time, knowing that you ain't ever going to get up in the panties, but she just stringing you along, and as soon, and a lot of times, as soon as you say something that's out of your character around her, she's gonna play dumb and act like, "Oh, I didn't know you liked me like that." You know, that happens too. That happens too, man. You know, but it's kind of a weak move to just hang around women with kind of like no intentions of doing anything. You playing the lucky role. You just doing it by chance. Nah, hell with all that. I'll go somewhere. I'll go hang out with another woman that I know that's going to let me get up in the pants before I hang around a woman just for the hell of it. But it just depends on what type of guy you are. But today I'm not really pressed for the sex. I mean, I look at it like, I put the bag before the sex. I'm chasing the bag. I mean, I look at it like if it's supposed to happen, it's supposed to happen. If it's meant to be, it'll happen. If not, I keep it moving. That's how I do it today. I just don't see sex as a priority as much as I used to. It's cool. I see sex like it's kind of like icing on the cake today. That's how I look at it. That's how I see it. But women on the other hand, they don't see it like that. It's very important. Sex is very important. Sex, romance, whatever, is very important to women. Much more than it is to men. And it's probably always have been like that, based on the older guys that I know. Because, I have like uncles at 70s, it's in their 70s and 80s. So, based on what I've heard from them and my dad, it's pretty much always been that way since they was growing up. But a lot of stuff that women say, they just talking that talk, man. I don't really take it that serious at all. Really. But a lot of stuff that women talk about, man, I talk about on my Patreon page. So if you go to my Patreon page, it's patreon.com/Sharp Game. I talk about a lot of stuff over there but that I can't really talk about over here because I don't want to get flagged. I don't, stuff that the heavy stuff that I would like to talk about. I can't really talk about on here as much as I would like to because YouTube is cracking down on people. You can't say what you really want to say, like you should, but it is what it is, man. But hey, check out my Patreon, man. That's where the real game is at. And check out my website too, chooseyourrelationships.com. You know, we said she into ladies. It's that Thomas. She into ladies. It's that simple. Women are running into the wrong men, losing interest in men because of their lying and cheating. I never can find that good woman that's willing to stay. L2 James. What's up? What's up, L2 James? Yeah, Thomas. Yeah, there's a lot of women that's into other women too. Yeah, you got a lot of man haters out here. See, if a woman's into the same sex, on some level, she dislikes guys on some type of level, whether it's consciously or unconsciously. So yeah, you got to look out for that too. But you know what, Thomas? Some guys are into women that's into other women, as long as they can join in. So it just depends on what you like, what you into. Now, me personally, I'm not into women that's into other women. I don't want no. I don't want no parts of that. No. If I find out a woman is into other women, I kind of fall back from that. I'm not into that. Now we might be cordial or whatever, that's cool, but I'm not gonna settle or get in a serious relationship with you in any capacity. I'm just not into that. I know it's a new day and everything. I'm just not into that. That's just me. You know, different strokes for different folks, as they say. But I'm just not into women that's into other women. Sorry, you know. That's how I roll. That's how I get down. You see, you can never find a good. Let's see. Why do you think women aren't willing to stay? That's a good question. I mean, you can't make them stay, but I'm just curious to know why do you think they don't stick around you? When do you think that notion for not wanting a man start? That probably started in the 60s, man. Late 60s. Late 60s or early 70s. That's what I would say. I would say late 60s or early 70s. Because you got to realize there's always going to be a group of women that just don't want anything to do with men at all. And even if they get with men, a guy that they can pull around. Women doing the most, cheating on this is all the most. Yeah. Yeah, women cheat. I think women probably cheat today. Sounds like around when they got the right to vote. Yeah, exactly. Like that'd be like 60s and 70s. Yeah, around the same time. It'd be more like 70s. Yeah, because that's when the feminist movement came about for white women, and the rest of the women they pretty much got used. Black women got used, and that's when they started having a lot of people from other countries started coming over here after in the 70s, and they got used. They'll put the non-white women in the front and, use them, for all the benefits and everything. And once the benefits come in, the only person that benefits is white women. Yeah, women getting pimped. Yeah, that's what happens, man. Yeah, it happens, man. Even low value women on the internet think they got dime status. Thanks for sipping that. Well, that's what the internet has done. Onel. The internet has given women the non-fit women more options. I think they become frustrated that they can't get that select men. I also think they don't want to put in the work or compete to get that top tier male because that's what they want. Well, most women can't get the top tier guys. It ain't enough of those guys to go around. But women, they'll try though. They'll try, but I mean, most of those women aren't going to be able to get those top tier guys in the first place. Yeah, because women they try to date up. That's pretty common, They'll try, but most of the time they'll end up having to settle for some other guy he's probably all right, or they'll settle for the beta guy or the guy that she can pull around, the thumb sucker. That's what I call them, thumb suckers. Guy she can tell him what to do. He'll be at her beg and call. He won't challenge her at all. Yeah, those are the guys that most women settle with. She can control him. You know what I mean? That's what it is. So why now they trying to get the top tier guys to accept the unfit women? They showing them that. Well, I mean, they're always going to try. L2 James. They're always going to try. And plus, that's where all the shaming tactics coming. The shaming tactics coming good too, because a top guy can, if a woman gets around a top guy, and maybe he has high standards, right? And the woman will try to shame him into liking her. So ultimately, so he can lower his standards, so she'll have a shot with him. So that happens a lot. Usually doesn't work though. Because women kind of have an advantage in some ways. See, a top tier woman, 9 times out of 10 is not gonna get what a working class guy. So let's take a woman like let's take Rihanna. Let's take Rihanna for example, right? Take Rihanna. Rihanna is probably not gonna get with a guy that work at the post office. It's probably not gonna happen. Now she might hang out with him. She might call him every once in a while, but she probably ain't gonna spend a lot of time around a guy like that. A guy that working 9 to 5. You know what I'm saying? That's just what it is. But see when the shoe's on the other foot, women start to shame guys. They use a lot of shaming tactics. So they try to make the guy feel bad so he can give her a shot. So women are very advanced socially over guys, unfortunately. Not all women, not all guys, but the majority. most of these women have bad attitudes. Of course, they have bad attitudes. But at the end of the day, they end up with the working class guy. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Because you know why they end up with a working class guy? Or why they end up with the guy that they have to settle with? Because you get what you are. You don't get what you want in life. That's what it is. That's why the best thing you can do as a man or a woman is work on yourself. But a lot of women don't see it that way. A lot of people don't see it that way. See, a lot of people don't want to do the work. A lot of people don't want to change. A lot of people want everybody else around them to change. They want the world to change. But they don't want to change. They want people to accommodate them because they don't think anything's wrong with them. They don't think they don't feel the need to upgrade themselves. They think, I don't know. They think the world should be surrounded by them. A lot of people have a sense of entitlement. So that's what happens. The average woman has more games than the average man. No doubt about it. Women are very advanced socially. They be bipolar or have trust issues. Yeah. And in this society, women they don't have no incentive to change. They don't. Because there's always some guy out here that's willing to accept her. It doesn't matter if she's 100 pounds overweight. It doesn't matter how she looked, how she dressed. It doesn't matter. Some guy is always willing to wife her up or spend a lot of time with her. Even if she got kids, 2, 3, 4 kids, and he don't got no kids, and he's over there helping her, doing whatever, So women don't have to. They don't have no incentive to change anything that they're doing in this society. So, that's just what it is, man. And I don't know if it's ever going to change. I really don't. So the bar is set so low. I blame guys for this shit. A lot of guys have set the bar so low for women. I mean, come on. You can't accept every woman. You can't lay down. You shouldn't lay down with any woman. Come on. That's who is the man, because they know how you manipulate most men with kids and you them as pawns, but no one say nothing about the shit they do. They don't even like to admit they doing nothing wrong. Yeah, of course they. Like I said, they're not going to admit. Most women aren't going to admit to anything wrong that they do wrong or anything or any type of mistreatment that they're doing because they don't have to. They don't have to. What's going to happen? I mean, it's nothing going to happen to them. Women aren't going to jail like that at all. I mean, look, they're getting the jobs that they want. They're making more money. They go to court. They get the benefit of the doubt. So they don't have to do anything. They can just keep doing the same thing. You have to remember, people don't really change unless they have to. Once they feel the heat or feel some pain, then that's when they'll change. But most people ain't going to change just because it's a moral thing to do. They shame so they don't have to compete. Exactly. That's what shaming tactics come in at. Because if I can get you to change, I don't got to do shit. As long as some simps is trying to fuck. Yeah, of course. And I don't think that's ever going to change. There's always going to be a certain group of guys in society that will go along with anything a woman says so he can have a shot in her pants. It's sad but true. It's sad but true, man. You know, guys will say and put up with almost anything. I got sisters, they will lie like they really need money, and when you let them borrow, they won't pay back and will beat you getting mad. Well, I got my own philosophy when it comes to giving people money. If you give somebody some money, don't expect to get it back. That's my philosophy. You know, I mean, if you get it back, hey, that's cool, but don't expect to get it back. And if you think now another thing, the reason why I say don't expect to get it back because it creates tension if you don't get the money back, and you might you might destroy the relationship, or you might have some type of beef. So that's why I say if you give money, don't expect to get the money back. Look at it, just chop it, just charge it to the game, man. They're the janitors of the game. They clean up all the mess that we players leave. What you talking about? The simps? The simps clean up all the mess? Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah. The cleanup man. The cleanup man. Hey, but somebody got to do it. If she ain't gonna do it, or maybe she don't have the mental capacity to do it, somebody got to do it. But it ain't gonna be me. Somebody got to do it, man. You know, that's another man's job. Or it could be another woman's job. It's a different time today. It could be another woman's job. See, we assume that it could be another man. It could be another woman. I'm telling you. You know what they say? When you assume, you make an ass out of yourself. Bottom feeders. Yeah, there's bottom feeders everywhere. Would it be wrong to want or require her to be of something at least? At least what? Yeah, I mean, look, there's a lot of women out here that don't follow the status quo. L2 James. There's a lot of women out here that I guess you can call them the traditional woman or whatever, or the you can find anything you want out here. L2 James. It doesn't seem that way. It seems like all of these women are crazy out here, and all these women are the same. But no, that's not the case. There's somebody for everybody out here, man. But I think it's a mental problem or something happened when they was young. The real savage. Yeah, the real savage. You're right. Yeah, that happens a lot. Yeah, I totally agree with that. I've met a lot of women that had psychological issues or some tragic experience that made them want to live that lifestyle. Most women today hold a gray area. Yeah, but there's somebody for everybody out here, man. But a lot of women, man, you just they don't come out. A lot of women just don't come out. You know, you're gonna Yeah, there's a lot of women out here, man, that just work and back home. That's it. That's their routine. Work back home. They're not fun to be around, but they're not bad women. You know. Yeah, you just got to find them. That's the key. Yeah, it's like the nerdy types. The nerdy types of women. I like the nerdy type of women. You know, they don't get out like they don't be in a club like that. Some do, but the majority, no. They be at home reading a book, playing video games or something like that. You know, or they're studying because they're still educating themselves on schooling or something like that. Or they might be at some conference. You meet them at the conferences or the meetup groups, places like that. Or you might go to like the wine bar. It's some good women out there that I believe that all kinds of places. Yeah. Yeah, but the problem is, man, is the people with the best qualities, you don't see them on camera. You don't see them on television. You don't see them with a microphone in their hand. It's always the uneducated, the mentally disturbed, the immoral types that's doing the talking in most cases. You've been checking out Indian women. They're beautiful. Yeah, it's a nice looking Indian woman out here. It's hard getting with the Indian women though. God, good luck with that. It's hard getting with them Indian women, man. You got to deal with the family. Hey, man, it ain't easy, man. Hey, where do you live, the real savage? It's hard getting with them Indian women, man. You gotta they put you through the ringer before you become a part of their family. Arkansas, man, you out in that country, man. You out in the country, man. What part of Arkansas? You probably in a town I never heard of before. Little Rock? Oh, okay. Yeah, how's it like living in Little Rock? It's a big city or what? I've been hearing about Little Rock for years, man. It's cool. Okay, I see. What's the population like out there? How many people live in the city? Yeah, there's a lot of women on Backpage. You right about that. 300,000? Okay. That's a lot of people. Teacher in the day, Backpage at night. There's a lot of women that's we call that renegade hoeing. That's weekend, that's the weekend thing or nighttime deal. Yep, we call it renegade hoeing. She worked a day job, nighttime, she becoming another person. And on the weekend, she becomes another person. They said the freaks come out at night. The freaks come out at night. The freaks come out. The freaks come out at night. The freaks come out at night. That's what they said. The freaks come out. Yeah, hold on. Different counties. Arkansas got the most counties than any other state. Really? I didn't know Arkansas was Arkansas is a big state. I didn't know that. They had a lot of counties like that. The freaks come out. The freaks come out at night. The freaks come out. Yeah, sugar daddies, sugar babies. Yeah, I think if you got a sugar daddy, that's more of a freaks come out at night. The freaks come out at night. Yeah, Houdini was ahead of his time. The freaks come out. How's it in Atlanta? It's rugged here. This just is what it is here. You know, it's rugged here, man. Only the strong survive here in Atlanta. Only the strong survive here. I've seen them. I've seen people come and go since I've been here, and I haven't been here. I haven't been here. What? May will be 6 years. Yeah, it's a lot of it's beautiful women here, but only the strong survive here. I've seen people come and go within months. They come here today, 6 months, they gone. Yeah, most people ain't gonna. They ain't gonna. Most people that come here, they're not gonna make it when they come here. Yeah, it's a lot. It's way more women here than guys, no doubt about it. This town is really set up for women. There's more opportunities here for women, more jobs here for women, and plus women get exploited here a lot too. So it's set up for women. Yeah. So plus, I think a lot of times people get caught up in the nightlife when they come here. Oh, they probably heard about it. Oh, okay, I heard that. Yeah. Yeah, people get caught up in the nightlife until they move here. And then they'll be like, oh, now I see. Try living where I am at where the biggest tough guy gets all the bitch. Well, yeah, that's pretty common, Jeff. Yeah, that's usually women like guys like that because they have an edge. Yeah, they have an edge. You know, so that's just what it is. What's your game for dating women online? What do you mean? What's my game? I mean, you just if you're on any website, you just create your profile in a way that's you know, that gets attention from women, and you send women emails, and if they respond, you know, depending on how they respond, you know, how they respond back, that's how I respond to them. And I try to get women on the phone as quick as possible. The game is to get women from online to offline as quick as possible. What's the best city you've been to? I don't know. I never looked at the best city. I don't know. I can't answer that. And all the women wonder why they get cheated on. I don't know if there's a best city, but all these big cities are pretty it's a lot of smoke and mirrors in these big cities, man. But I'm gonna tell you what, I like Miami. See where else I like, man. I like Charlotte, North Carolina, Miami, 305, baby. Yep. What else I like? I like San Diego. I'm a Navy guy, so I like San Diego. And Seattle. I like Seattle too. Yeah, that's about it. Rest of these towns, I don't really care for. I visit, but any overseas? Perth, Australia. Have you been to Canada? Yeah, I've been to Canada. I've been to Vancouver. Yeah, I've been to Vancouver. I haven't been to Toronto or any of these other places. I like Perth, Australia, overseas. What else? Tokyo, Japan. What else? I like Thailand, Bangkok, Thailand, Dubai, places like that. Yeah, Australian women do love black men. That's a fact. There's all types of Australian women, though. That's the thing. A lot of people don't realize that. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I like Singapore, too. Yeah, Singapore is cool. Singapore is kind of like living in America. Hobart. I never been there. Why'd you go there? You went there for vacation or Tasmania? Oh, military. Okay, got you. Yeah, I've heard about Tasmania, but I've never been there. And what branch were you? Navy? Yeah, just like me. When'd you get out? Cosmic Warrior, what's up? Sounds like women everywhere besides America, Europe, and Russia love black dudes. Pretty much, Cosmic Warrior. It was a while ago, though. Oh, okay. Me too. It's been a while for me, too. It's been 16 years for me. Well, actually, no. 18 years. 18 years for me. You use a radio, man? Okay. 95, 96. Okay. Yeah, I got out in 2000. He said, if a wealthy woman like your picture on Instagram, how would you approach her back on Instagram? I don't know. It depends on how she responds to my picture on Instagram. The Real Savage. It's all about how they respond online. It's really all about how women respond, period. How anybody respond, period. Because I always have something to say back, regardless. You got to be spontaneous out here. So it really depends on what they say. That's going to depend on how I respond back. And on Instagram, how the hell I know if she's wealthy or not? I don't know. Everybody's faking. Everybody's perpetrating on there for the most part. So the money, I'm not even thinking about how I would respond to her based on her money or wealth. I don't even care about that because, like I say, I'm trying to get her from offline to online, from online to offline as quick as possible. Marrying a woman is like adult adoption. With like a nice and besides, she on a reality show in Atlanta. Like a nice and I mean, the reality shows, that stuff don't really matter. Really, I mean, a lot of those women on the show, they're not really living like that. So, you don't really know what's true or what's false when it comes to women being on reality shows. Now people that don't live here in Atlanta, they don't know that. They just believe everything they see on television. But today you can rent anything: house, clothes, jewelry, cars, whatever. You can rent anything today. I mean, anything, you name it. I mean, you can get anybody to create a Facebook profile for you. And you got a lot of people, they don't answer their emails and they don't comment on their profiles on the walls on Facebook. They don't do any of that stuff. Some of these celebrities, they're not on the internet at all. Somebody else is doing that. They pay somebody to do that shit. So you don't even really know if you're talking to the person directly most of the time. How I know if she's the right one for me? All you got is time. That's it. All you got is time. It's probably that PR person. You're right. All you got is time, man. That's how you're gonna know if you're with the right person. That's all you got. Time. It's gonna take time. Really? That's really all you got. Shit, I wish it was a easier or faster way to find out if you're with the right person. But all you got is time. That's it. Give it time. Time always reveal the truth. Time always reveal who's really down with you and who's not. But all you got to do is you got to study people, study women, sit back and listen, watch them, and just listen what they say. Look, when people open their mouth, they have a hard time telling you who they're not. I'm going to say that again. When women open their mouth, they have a hard time telling you who they're not. All you got to do is listen to what they say and watch their feet. Listen to what they say and watch their feet. And look who they hang around. Look at the type of women that they hang around. Look at the type of people that they hang around. That's going to tell you that's 50% of the game right there. Because people tend to hang around people that's similar or the same as them. They're into the same shit. So if you got a woman, maybe you think highly of her, and she's around a girl that you think that's kind of loose, that's probably a red flag. That's gonna tell. That's probably the girl that you're talking to is probably somewhere in between. If the girl she spends most of the time with is kind of loose, you know what I'm saying? That's just what it is. I mean, if her friend is taking dudes home every week or twice a week, or not twice a week, if her friend is taking guys home once every 2 weeks and they spending all this time together, and you trying to get to know her, with a girl you hanging around, she might not be doing. They might not have the same habits, but they have the same mentality. You know what I'm saying? So she's kind of somewhere in between. Very similar to the girl that you're talking to. She's going to have some of those qualities at least. Exactly. She's going to have some of the same qualities. But a lot of guys, even me at some point, I was in denial. I met a lot of women that were like this. They used to hang around a bunch of girls that were loose. But when I'm around, it's like she put up a different persona. You know, it's kind of like she act like, oh, I don't get down like that. They my friends, but I don't get down like that. So I'm like, well, how do I know? I had a chick like that, went to the club every night with her friend, going out of town every weekend. Then all came out she wasn't right. Yeah, exactly. That's what. Yeah, exactly. They wear masks around different. Yeah, a lot of women wear masks. Just a lot of people in general wear masks. Really. Well, that's why they always say watch the company that you keep. That's why I say time. That's all you got. It's just time. Time's gonna tell. Yeah, snakes everywhere. Time is going to tell everything you need to know. But you know, the average woman you meet today is juggling guys anyway. That's just reality. The average woman is juggling guys anyway. When they get with the girl that, oh, I'm the only one at the moment. No, you're not. In most cases, you're not. The reality is, in most cases, you're competing for her time away from the other guys. In most cases, you got to realize this ain't 1987 no more. Women are not staying in the house waiting on Prince Charming to come along and scoop her up and take her on a date or go to the movies together. Them days is over. If you're not doing it to her, some other guy is. This ain't 1985 no more. It's your turn, exactly. A lot of guys, that hurts their ego. They like, they can't believe some other guy is playing in their jelly box. Hey man, it's a cold game out here. The cold game. No one ever said it'd be easy. You know? No one ever said it'd be easy, man. Of course. Yeah, married women, yeah, they mess they slip out all the time. But you know what? Let me tell you something about a lot of married women. That's gonna be the best sex you ever had. No doubt about it. That's gonna be some of the best sex you ever had if you sleep with a married woman. I'm telling you. And I know from experience because I've slept with some married women, I just didn't know. I didn't know until after the fact. But boy, that's gonna be some of the best ever. Yeah, man. You're right. Married women pay like the way. Yeah. Yeah, man. She might be, man. How long y'all been married? The king, how long y'all been married? What's the reason though? What's the reason for what? For real, I wish I'd gotten teaching from you and certain other dudes on YouTube about life. In my teenage years, I would be a lot further successful in life. Yeah, Cosmic Warrior, everybody said that. I've said the same thing. I wish I would have known what I known today back then. But hey, man, it's better late than never. Be 19 this year. 19 years? Hey, man, that's a long time being together, brother. That's a long time. 19 years, man. I'm going to say this, man. You might disagree with this, the king. If you've been together that long, you shouldn't be surprised if she slip out every once in a while. I mean, look, this is how I see it. If we've been together for 20 years, hey man, I'm trying to keep this thing going. I ain't trying to break nothing up. I ain't trying to break the family up. Sometimes, man, you gotta take one for the team, man. I'm just saying. I'm not saying you gotta like it. Yeah, exactly. I'm not saying you gotta like it, man. But sometimes, man, hey, you've been together that long. Hey, man. Hey, as long as you come back, man. You always said in your video, get your money right. That's so real. Yeah, get your money right. Get as much money as you can, as quick as possible, without sacrificing yourself, sacrificing anybody else. Yeah, that's what I say, man. Because you're gonna need it eventually. Something's gonna happen. That's just a part of life. And money gives you more options. Let's just be honest. Money gives you more options, man. You don't got to go to that job that you hate and feel stuck. If you want to take a day off, you can take a day off. You know? And plus, when you work a job, you work the job that you want. You don't got to feel pressured like, hey, what they going to think when I take the day off or whatever, See, you don't got to worry about that. You don't have to be so worried about what the boss is going to think about you at work because you took the day off. You don't got to worry about it. It won't be no pressure. The weight will be off your shoulder. Trust me, I've been that way. I worked these jobs, and when I had one income, man, I was always stressed. And then when I had more than one income, I went to that job. Nothing fazed me at all. It was like, okay, I don't gotta work tomorrow. If you don't want me here, okay, I'll stay home. You know? So, and plus having one income is that's the dangerous position to be in, man. Because if you lose your one income, how long can you go without money coming in? Being raised to treat others the way you want to be treated. Never drink or smoke. Believe in the American dream. Being anything we want to be without no experience. Always treat women like a lady. That's funny, Cosmic Warrior. It is a bunch of bull. Because it doesn't happen like that for most people. I hate being raised to be naive. It's hard to break. It's hard to break because it started when you were a baby. It started when you was a baby. And throughout all your life as a kid, as a teenager. And when you turn 17, 18, something happens. Or some experience, maybe it doesn't necessarily have to be you, but you start seeing things at 16, 17 that you didn't see when you were younger. And you start questioning things. It happened to me like that. It happens to a lot of people like that. And everybody's lying to you all the time. Everybody's lying. There's lies everywhere. The TV's lying to you. The newspaper lying to you. Your family members lying to you. Everybody's lying all the time. People on your job lying to you. Everyone wants to say what sounds good. Yeah, my nephew had a girl he was with, told him don't get her pregnant, and he did. Then she got pregnant. He got mad, left him now. He on child support. He take care of the child. Yeah. Child support. I started seeing things differently when I got my first job at 20. Yeah. And all the dudes used to laugh hard at me, yet never tell me why I'm so nice. Well, older guys they started laughing at you because they know what you were saying wasn't true. Yeah, when I worked my first job, I got my first job when I was 17. I worked a summer job with my uncle. And that's when I found out, I said, hey, man, something's going on out here. I didn't even know what was going on, but I just knew something wasn't right. It wasn't the way I thought it would be. It's different now, but I feel like it's a late start. Yeah, it is a late start. It is. But you know what, Cosmic Warrior? There's some people that will never know as much as you know today. They're never going to know as much as you know today. There's some people that's going to go along to get along for the rest of their lives, and they're going to die mediocre, average, broke, and they won't have anything left to pass down to the next generation. Met her when I was 20. She could have had kids. I love her enough to sacrifice that. The bitch, wait till I'm at 40 to pull this shit. It's not that she being fuck bitch. What you talking about? I could have had kids with a female who could have wait a minute. She couldn't. Oh, she can't have kids. Oh shit. Yeah, I've had the same experience too, the king. I've had the same experience too. With a woman that can't have kids. But hey, wait a minute. That don't mean you gotta go without kids, man. I don't believe in that. I don't believe in that. Let me tell you something. I'm not gonna go without having kids just because you can't deliver. Hell with that. Damn, that's a true fear. I can say being trapped, paying some bitch money. 18 years, the woman gets the money. That child. Yeah, I'm not gonna go without having a kid just because she can't deliver. Oh no, no, I ain't doing it. I ain't doing it. I know guys have done this, and then and what happens is when they got old, he resented the woman. So I'm not doing it. No. Oh no, I can deliver. Hey, I know I can deliver. Nah, I'm 44. So hey man, we can bust off anytime. I think 50. If you're 50, you're pushing it. I think if you're 50, you're pushing it. But I know guys that do it at 50, but that's pushing it. You know? But I'd say if you're in good shape at 50, I'm gonna say if you're 50 and you're in good shape, you get along like pretty well. Your finances in order, you can handle situations. Cool. Knock yourself out. Shoot the club up. You know? And I know some women that brag about using child support as a hustle, food stamp, WIC, text, Section 8, apartment 10, a month. They take all money and all that. Well, they've been doing that, the real savage. They've been doing that. They've been bragging about that. I heard women bragging about that in the 80s. Yeah, they've been bragging about that. Like I said, there's always going to be a group of women. It's a small percentage of women that's like this. They're bottom feeders. They're bottom feeders, man. It's all going to be a small sector of women that just don't want to have nothing to do with a guy. They just don't like guys. They just use guys. They prey on guys. They're like parasites. They don't look at guys of like they don't see guys of value at all. Every guy they get with, they're trying to get what they can get out of the guy as quick as possible. Yeah, that's just what it is. No, the majority. Those are not the majority of women. This is not. It's like I don't have any women in my family that's like that. None. My sisters ain't like that. My nieces ain't like that. They're not like that. None. I mean, I know people that's on. I know women that's like that, but I ain't related to them. And then it's like, and even the women that I know that's like that, they're not the majority. They're not the majority. So everybody give me a thumbs up, man, if you like this. I'm about to sign off. It's like what? It's almost 4:00. I keep hearing always be on your purpose, finding information to always know what to do next. Everything is by chance, but damn, if the answers were easy to find. Everything don't have to be by chance, Cosmic Warrior. I mean, it's being on your purpose, yeah, that's a good idea. But everything don't have it ain't everything, it ain't gonna be easy. Yeah. No, yeah. It ain't gonna be. The reason why it's not gonna be easy because you're older now. You're not as young as you used to be. See, the older you get, the more difficult things get because it's hard to change when you're older. That's why if it's good to introduce kids to new information The younger, the better. So, what are some ways you can profit off women? Come on, man. There's a lot of ways you can profit off women. I feel I could help my friends and family come up too. I have smart friends that are trapped in the system too. You should help. You should learn as much as you need to learn, Cosmic Warrior, so you can do that. Bro, my pop died at 11/19/78. Mine too. I feel you. I know where you're coming from. And it seemed she wasn't there. Other females were. Females noticed this, even at the gravesite. Damn, she made it that obvious at the gravesite? Shit. Thanks, I watch all your videos, and I'm 33. Oh, but I got a lot of knowledge about life watching your videos. Keep going. I appreciate that, man. I'm glad you got something out of it. You know, if it wasn't for y'all, I wouldn't be here. You know what I mean? No doubt about it. My homeboy's girlfriend left him just after his grandmother died. Well, hey, man. Cosmic Word, that shit happens. People come and go, man. People come and go. Always keeping it 100, baby. You know? Always. That's the only way I know how to be. You know? But hey, man, I'm signing off, man. Y'all, give me a thumbs up. Share this video with anybody you think that would like it. Check out my website, chooseyourrelationships.com. Check out my Patreon as well. And until next time, man, I'm out, man. Peace.